Hi everybody, it's Deb, and when you see the lid to my can, you know what time it is, right? It's Monday, the positivity movement that was started by Jen Evers, and this is my fourth Monday doing this, so I did it for the whole month of February, because we all need a little positivity, right? And I had to really think about it this week because honestly, I got a little behind and stuff, and I was like, what did I do that was positive this week? So here's what I thought of. Earlier in the week, on the 19th to be exact, Facebook, excuse me, reminded me that I found my new kitty, Callie, 3 years ago. Now, she wasn't a kitten. She was 5 or 6 years old, and I got her at a rescue. And the story behind that is my daughter and I, now I guess 23-ish years ago, no, it would be more than that, probably about 20, I don't know, something like between 23 and 26 years ago, my daughter was still at home, but she was pretty much an adult, you know, like grown teenager, like 19 or something, I forget exactly. Anyway, and she was still living at home, and she came home crying with her then boyfriend that she had been looking all over and could not find a kitten to adopt, and she really wanted a kitten, and oh my gosh, what was she gonna do? And honestly, it was breaking my heart. So my husband at the time and I and Christopher, who was just a little boy at the time, went out looking for cats, and we found one, and it was a purebred Persian. I think they called her Princess. We ended up calling her Princess Kimmy Fluffy Cat, and Kimmy came from my son, who will deny it at this time, but who had a thing for Kimberly of the Power Rangers. So Princess Kimmy Fluffy Cat was a beautiful Persian cat, and so we brought her home. We spent a lot of money on her. We brought her home, only to find out that my daughter had gone out again, and she came across a cat which she got for $20. And it was a beautiful, I don't know what the name of those cats are, white with different colors like grays and oranges in different spots on their body, but she named it Dinky, and we ended up calling her Dinky Dactyl. It's just a thing. The guys in my house at the time had a thing for dinosaurs, right? And Dinky was kind of skitty. Like she was a more nervous cat, where Kimmy was a lap cat for sure. Anyway, so what happened is Amy ended up getting Dinky Dactyl, and Christopher and me actually ended up getting Princess Kimmy Fluffy Cat. So 3 years ago we adopted Callie. So about 3 years prior to that, I had to put Kimmy down, and that was one of the hardest things that my son and I ever had to do. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Kimmy was almost 20, and Amy had lost Dinky about a year and a half or so prior to that. So we were both without kitties, but going through the Kimmy experience was so hard that Christopher and I said no more pets for now. And then 3 years after that, so in 2017, it was in February, Amy got on the I want a kitty again. She wanted a kitten so bad. And so we went to this rescue together. I said, okay, we'll go look together. And Christopher said to me, I'm okay if we get a kitty again. So he was through the worst also, and we were ready to have a new addition. So I went in thinking, yeah, we'll see what they have. Well, I first saw this other little kitty. It was like a gray tabby kind of kitty, I guess. And it was playful. It was a little bit younger than Callie, I think, but not a kitten. And at first I was like, oh, this one's really nice. Maybe it's this one we'll take home. And Amy was looking at younger kitties too, and there was one that was running all over the place playing, and she ended up adopting that one. I think he was 6 months old, and his name is Castor. I say like castor oil, but I don't know how he got his name. Maybe because it was bopping stuff all over like rolling castors. I don't know. Anyway, then they brought out this little black and white kitty, and they said her name was Squirt. I'm like, is that because she squirts all over the house, you know, or just because she's a petite little kitty? Well, it turns out it was just because she was a petite little kitty, but I changed her name to Kalli, K-A-L-L-I, which stands for Black Goddess, because she's a mostly black kitty with a white belly, a little bit of white on her nose, and little white paws. I didn't want to go with boots or socks or whatever, because that's kind of stereotypical, and I had a cat named Socks when I was little. I mean, Boots, I think it was Socks actually, and then Amy had a cat previously when she was younger named Soxy. That was an orange striped cat. Anyway, so twice now on the same day, my daughter and I have adopted our cats, and we love them. So that's positive. That we had Callie's anniversary on the 19th and of February. Sorry. And then the only other thing I could come up with was that I did send out several small racks and Happy Mails, but at least I did it. So those are my positives for this past week. It was kind of a rough week for positives other than the Callie thing. So yeah, that's it. That's all I have. I hope that you go over and check out Jen. She posts videos too sometime on Monday. I don't know exactly when she'll be posting, but we are keeping the positivity movement going. I hope you play along with us and jot down something positive that you thought of or that happened last week in your life, and maybe it'll help you think positive for the week ahead and keep the momentum going. And I guess that's about it for now. Enjoy life while we have it, guys. All right, talk to you soon. Hugs, love, and peace.